Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing today? I hope you guys are doing well. I'm really excited to get back to playing some more the House in Fata Morgana. You know, I always mix up the title with that. I always say the House of Fata Morgana, but it's the House in Fata Morgana. I'm quite excited to get back into this. So last time, I believe, we don't know the name of her, but the white-haired girl in the story came into Mel's room and tried to kill him, but then they had to talk. She's like, "You're too nice," so then she kind of gave up on that endeavor. But like, I mean, I'm still so curious about this white-haired girl. The Fata Morgana house. Oh God, House in Fata Morgana. God, you're confusing me, Walnut. Yeah. Yeah. Oh man, you crack me up. But anyway, I'm ready to hop right into this game here. Make sure my audio's. Let me know if the audio's too loud or too quiet. Alright, now we'll go back into entering. Oh, did it disappear? Oh, okay, there we go. It disappears sometimes. Enter the mansion. Woo! Ominous. Wait, is that a new game, or do I have to actually load it back up? Oh wait, I think I had to load it back up. Hold on. Wait. Most recent. I think this is the one. Is that the one? Oh yes, it is. Okay, that's the right one. I didn't know Enter the Mansion was a new game. Nellie. Now, Nellie, you love theater, so don't look so cross, says Arthur. Nellie was out with a man, other than her brother that evening. A rare sight indeed. And she was quite clearly in a foul mood. I will not stand for this. Then I shall... Hold on. Oh God, it's getting loud. Is this showing on there? Oh, okay. The music sounds really loud to me. The young man at her side was Nellie's fiancé. Hold on, I gotta make some adjustments here. On any other occasion, she would have snubbed an invitation from any man who was not Mel. But she had little say in this matter. She was, for lack of a better word, forced to go out with him. And oh, how furiously she had fought against it. She had shoved aside the Abigail trying to fasten her corset, locked herself in her room, and sobbed for quite some time. It required the combined efforts of several of us to get her ready and out the door for her date. Come now, you should at least pretend you're enjoying yourself. Or do you want people to think we don't get along? Do we get along? Well, I want to, for what it's worth. What it's worth to you is my name, not me. Are you really going to be like that? I went out of my way to take you to your favorite play. Least you could do is be a little kinder to me. I mean, this girl, Nellie, she's only interested in, like, her older brother, Mel, so... What was it called again? Romeo and Juliet. It's been running for 6 or 7 years now. Family like yours and mine could pay to have a brand new script written. So why should we see an old play at a theater full of commoners? It may be private, but even so. I would rather just have a show put on my estate. Stop talking already. Why should I have to marry someone like you? I have absolutely no desire to marry you. Whatever it takes, I will put a stop to this. I'll talk to father as many times as I must. Please, don't make such a scene. It's shameful. There are people around. Remember, you represent your family. Besides, our families are hardly strangers to one another. You know, I'm just gonna make sure. Hold on, you're probably gonna hear an echo in a moment. God, this music's intense though. I love this music for this scene. Okay, wait, that's not the right one. Damn, let him know how you really feel. Alright, let me see how loud this is. I want to see if it's loud enough on my end. Oh, okay. Sounds good to me. Besides, our family are strangers. Try as I might, I doubt you can get rid of me. No matter what you say, you can't break this engagement. You don't. Your parents give you too much freedom. Look what a spoiled little girl you became because of it. Goodness, you're going to be quite the handful. You know, it sucks though that they do force him into marriage in that time. I would have been like, nah, I'm good. Oh, get off your high horse. No, you're the one on a high horse, Nellie. You are going to be my wife. You could at least put some effort into liking me. What happens when I take you to a social engagement and you act like this? It's shameful to the both of us. This is coming from someone who used to call me Lady Nellie. What's your problem? He's not respecting her. I hate the thought of arranged marriages. Yeah, I really don't like that thought either. I think they're terrible. When you choose to act like a lady, I'll gladly call you that again. Oh! Goodness gracious. Put yourself in my shoes for a second. I have to marry a bratty little girl because it will help my family. How dare you talk about me that way? You're not a damned princess. Open your eyes. Wow, he's being rude. If you think talking to your father will get you out of this marriage, you're welcome to try. I doubt he'll have it, though. Otherwise, you can go complain about it to your friends. Oh, that's right. Excuse me. As far as I'm aware, you don't have any friends. Enough! As you wish. This is so frustrating. Why should I have to listen to this jerk mock me? I have Mel. I know if Father won't listen to me, I'll ask Mel to talk to him. Mel will be able to convince him. Come on now. Your favorite play is about to start. Maybe you should face forward. Enjoy the while it lasts. You won't be talking down to me much longer. What? Is that? Wait, Nellie! Get back here! What is that damn child's problem? You know, I'm wondering how old, like, this guy is as well. Like, I mean, she's still, like, I would consider, like, a child. So, it's like, she still has a lot of growing up to do. But, like, what about this guy? Like, how much older is he? Nellie. I didn't give her permission to leave. Father will be sure to hear about this. What the? You have to give her permission? What the? I don't agree with that. I cannot have the roads making any more of a fool of me. You're fine. Don't be shy. But so many people are looking at me. Oh, I forgot. How do I get rid of this? There's some button I can press. Man, this must be very old times. Yeah, it was quite old times. I want to know how to look at this art. There was some button. Not that. What was the button? I don't know. Window? What does this do? Oh, there we go. Oh, now you can see their outfits, Holy. Ooh. It's because you're gorgeous. No, it's because I look strange. Man, whoever made her think that, like, man, it's messed up. I mean, I know she's like, I think she's albino, I believe, because she has the red eyes and the pale skin, but I still think it's kind of rude to treat someone like that, like, make you think that you're weird. I assure you that is not the case. It is true, you have an unusual appearance. Right now, the unique color of your hair, your skin, and your eyes all serve to accentuate your beauty. You sound like a prince, Lord Mal. Who is the main character of any? You know, so there is the maid who's like telling the stories from like the tales of like who all lived in this mansion. So I think the maid and whoever I am seeing or like, you know, playing as is the main character, but I'm not sure who is the main character yet, to be honest. This is just all tales from like this time. Yeah. So, because the master of the house, when we woke up in the beginning of the game, we don't know what they look like or like their name or anything. So it's like, I think they lost their memory. And so the maid's kind of telling them a recap, I guess, in a way, of the stories of the mansion. Maybe it'll help them get their memories back, I'm guessing. You sound like a prince, Lord Mal. What? You think so? Oh, Nellie's gonna run over here. I mean, I did say, oops, wrong voice. I'd be a stand-in prince for you, but I think you're a very wonderful prince. Not just a stand-in. Which makes you my princess then. Aww. I don't... Aw, you're supposed to say yes I am there. You're gonna make me sad. I guess I'll just have to keep working at it until you submit. Submit? That's an odd word to say for that, I think. Oh hey, the play's about to start. What am I supposed to be doing? Nothing in particular. Just sit back and enjoy the show. Oh, but there is one thing. Yes? If I start dozing off, could you wake me up? Oh, here comes Nellie. Dearest Mel. Nellie? Dearest Mel, what are you doing here? I asked her to join me. It's nothing to get worked up over. It absolutely is. How many times did I ask you to come with me and you wouldn't? You don't even like theater, dearest Mel, and you brought her? You're right. I'm not especially fond of plays, but I wanted her to be able to see one. Why are you making such a big deal out of this, Nellie? She is not suitable for you. She's not suitable for you. What? She isn't good enough for you. Ooh, someone's jealous. She isn't good enough for you. Why would you choose her? She's creepy and you have no idea where she came from. Rude. Don't talk about her like that, Nellie. But you don't even know who her family is. Doesn't matter, honestly. Like, if you're in love with somebody, it doesn't matter with their status or anything. I do. What? Lord Mal. It's fine. You just stay quiet. Like the other maids, she comes from a respectable house. It shouldn't matter. Honestly, it shouldn't matter. I always dislike those kinds of things where it's like you don't always matter on status or where you're from or anything to like get married. I'm like, I disagree with that. Like the other maid, she comes from a respectable house. I looked into it. However, circumstances prevent me from telling you what house that is. No, you're lying. That can't be. She doesn't act like a lady. She lacks etiquette, and she probably can't even dance. You expect me to believe someone like her is from a good house? Enough already, Nellie. Oh. Wait, where's that button? I gotta press this. I want to see this. Oh, wow, look. Even changed her sprite. Mel yelled at me. You have my word. You don't have to worry about her. Well, please, stay out of this, Nellie. It isn't any of your business if I spend time with her, is it? But dearest Mel... You need to stop hanging all over me, Nellie, and find someone for... Wait. What are you doing at the theater? Are you here alone? No, yes, dearest Mel, about that, I have a favor to ask of you. Oh, come on. I've been waiting to talk to you about this since yesterday, but Hey! Sorry, that was my dog. He's in my room at the moment. I haven't seen you at all. Settle down. Hey, no. Stop. Shh. Settle down, Nellie. What is it? Father had me engaged without consulting me. And he picked Arthur, that disagreeable little... Oh, right. That I already know. What? I heard it from Father. That reminds me, you didn't show up at breakfast this morning. I see now, it was because of your engagement. Dearest Mel. Oh, so she thought that he would care. That sounded like a Minecraft dog bark. Oh, really? That's funny. Is that who you were here with today? In that case, you should get back to him rather than waste any more time with us. You knew I didn't want to get married, Mel, so why? Why didn't you talk Father out of it? Because it's your time, Nellie. If there's someone else you'd rather be with, then well, you should try persuading Father, but... You're the only prince for me, dearest Mel. And a prince always grants his princess's wishes. Doesn't he? I just want to say, you'll do that for me, dearest Mel. Nah. Lady Nellie, you stay out of this. It's all your fault. It's all because you showed up and played your little tricks on him. I warned you about this rat, dearest Mel. Wow! Jeez, Nellie, calm down, girl. Dearest Mel, she's not suitable. You know what? He can choose who he wants to be with. Oh, I told you, I had enough already. I gotta see this art. Oh! He slapped her! Oh! What the? But I gotta take a bite of this for sandwich. My God! Jeez! How much longer are you going to continue acting like a child? I can deal with you being a smart little girl, but how dare you be so derisive to someone else? Mel hit me. Jeez. Lord Mel. Go on. The show's about to start. People are giving us dirty looks. Return to your betrothed. Jeez, I agree with, like, god damn. Like, well, that, like, honestly, that slap, but she did, I don't know. That was, like, I know arranged marriage, like, I don't agree with that, but she does need to kind of wake up on that end, where it's like, her brother's not gonna marry her. Return to your betrothed now. I'll apologize to him afterwards as well. You said you'd always be by my side. I would always be my prince. The time for make-believe is past, Nellie. No, I refuse to believe it. I will not have it. Nellie! Oh, my goodness, that girl. Are you not gonna go after her, Lord Mel? No, just let her go. The only place she even has to go is home. I just wish she'd start acting a little more like an adult. But she is a child, too. But yeah, there is a point where you're kind of acting like this isn't like, you know, a fairy tale kind of thing. I imagine Lady Nellie simply... She what? No, it just wasn't my intention to get between you. Oh, blame yourself. It's not your fault we had an argument. But you two are so close. Well, yeah, we're siblings, so we're close, but nothing more. I do care about Nellie, and I enjoy spending time with her. But she's my sister, nothing more. sorry for making such a scene.
No,
Hang on. What? I imagine if she left her throat behind without saying anything. So I'm going to go apologize to him. You have to keep up appearances. Siblings? Yeah, they're siblings! Mel and Nellie are siblings. Yes. Stay here. I'll be right back.
Very well.
Master, what are your thoughts on the tale so far? Which do you think the siblings was in the right, Master? The brother or the sister?
Oh my. I apologize for the abrupt question. Did I startle you?
I thought something else was going on. Oh, yeah? What do you think was going on? I'm curious.
What do you think? Yes, I believe Mel was probably right. He was also surely happier than her.
If you don't want to say it, I won't. As Mel had anticipated, Nellie fled from the theater, leading. Okay, leaving her fiance behind. She forced her way into a carriage stopped outside. Probably one called for a different nobleman and ordered it to take her home. Mel's assumption was correct. The only place she had to return to was the mansion. The sun was beginning to set, and as a young lady, she could not simply go wandering through town alone. Nor did she have any acquaintances to take her in. Her world was, in essence, composed of two elements, her brother and the rose garden. They were the light of her life at Rose Manor. She lived a very isolated existence. When she escaped back home, Nellie went straight to her room, locked the door, and began sobbing. The waves of her sorrow came crashing effortlessly over the levees. Oh, the music? This is the same tune for the white-haired girl, but slightly different now. Tears streamed through the cracked walls of the dams, blocking her tear ducts. Hey! Stop! Hey! Hey! No.
Why won't you help me, Mel? Why won't you take my side?
The decor in her room Gosh darn. The decor in her room appeared blurry through her damp eyes. Memories of days she had redecorated played back in her mind with crystal clarity.
She told me she had no feelings for you. That liar! That liar!
She let her emotions run wild, breaking glass, craftwork, silver plates designed by famous foreign artisans, flower vases, all sorts of things. It was as though a beast had been set loose in her bedchamber. The vase she tossed shattered against a painting hanging on the wall, spraying water, porcelain, and roses in every direction. It was a portrait she adored so dearly, of her and her brother. And in what appeared to her like a metaphor for her life, the frame fell off its mounting and came crashing to the floor. Nellie darted over and scooped it up. And then the frame had broken, but the painting inside was unharmed. The two smiling children were still the very image of happiness, inseparable siblings, gently holding onto one another's hand.
My prince is no more.
Though in her present state of mind, the image of happiness brought her nothing but misery. And the worse she felt, the more frustrated she grew at the smiling girl and the kind boy of her past.
The princess is no more either.
You're not a princess anymore, Nellie.
Some other woman had taken her place. I trusted you, Mel. I believed you would always be there for me. This painting is nothing but a lie. That's not the real Mel. That's not the real me. It's all a big fat lie. A lie. I wish this painting never existed. That it was never made. That I never had a brother. This painting! In a fit of emotional distress, she scratched feverishly at the painting she once considered precious. I mean, things don't always stay the same and they change, so she can't expect her brother to always be around. That's how it happens when you grow up. She put more force into her fingers than she, or perhaps anyone, might have imagined she could. Flakes of paint began falling off the canvas, and in time, she noticed something peculiar. Huh? What? Is this writing? Something hidden beneath the painting. She has to learn to grow up, honestly. Just a little more. A date. Why would that be hidden? What could it be for? Completed. Completed May 1587. 1587. She read aloud the faded, scratched-up handwriting. After staring blankly at the text for some time, the color in her face began to drain. What is this? How? How could it be? What? Painted 16 years ago? Uh-huh? I wasn't even born yet, then. Mel would have been just a baby. Is this not me? Is this not Mel? Some more writing. Urged on by her rapidly pounding heart, Nellie furiously scratched away at the painting. Even as her clean pink fingernails were soiled with fragments of paint and blood, she did not stop. She was so overwhelmed by trepidation that she could not stop. She had a horrible premonition that something was about to happen. Something indescribable, incomprehensible. This is how I envisioned your son and your unborn daughter might look several years from now. Your son and your unborn daughter. The beginning of the future. That is really of me and Mel. No, use your head, stupid. I'm only 14, 16 years ago. I would not have been inside Mother. But then who is this? Who is that holding Mel's hand? Who is that with my brother? Or there has to be... Ow! There's more writing. I have to know what this is. Calm down, Nellie. It's nothing to get worked over. I'm sure it's nothing. Calm down and breathe. There's nothing to worry about. I am really intrigued what this is about now. If our unborn child, this is what the writing on the painting said. If our unborn child does not have your hair color, then you will probably not be able to take her in as your own. I will be punished and my life made miserable. And so I pray that this child might have flaxen hair. Though it is a sin to wish she has in her a trace of me, I do hope it is a girl. What am I reading? I don't get it. Someone tell me, what does this mean? A painting from 16 years ago. Hair color. Sin. I do hope it is a girl. What? I'm so confused. This is giving me chills. Yes? It's Nellie. Let me in. Lady Nellie? Oh, you've changed out of your dress. That's a shame. It looked nice on you. It really did look so nice. Almost like you were a princess. Lady Nellie? Say, I got a question for you. Do you mind? By all means.
I'm confused as well.
What color did your father have? I beg your pardon. Did you not hear me? Should I repeat the question? No. I assumed it would be about Lord Mal. I'm so curious about where you got that white color from. My father was more tan than white, so I didn't inherit my paleness from anyone. I asked about your father's hair color. Why would you want to?
There's no reason you can't tell me, is there?
My father, had white hair. But that was simply because he was an older man. I do not think he was born with... Lady Nellie?
Oh, it sounds like she's going nuts.
Hey, guess what I figured out? I figured it out! I figured it all out! It was so simple! There's only one difference between you and me. The thing that Mel fell for is...
Uh-oh!
Well, why do you have those?
Stay back! Oh, what is going on? What?
Aha. We have finally reached this point in the tale, Master. If your memory has been refreshed, then we can return to the mansion immediately. Very well, then. If you insist, Master, we shall proceed with the story. It was a stormy night, much like the one the white-haired girl had first arrived on.
Present day? So yes, so right now that we're kind of talking about the story with the maid and like me, the master. Yes, so it is present day. Right now.
It was quiet as a crypt in the mansion, not a single light visible in the halls. The house sat and waited for the sun to peek over the horizon. The darkness is, generally speaking, something that brushes by like a gust of wind as we sleep. The flaxen-haired young man too lay in bed, pale blue moonlight sporadically streaming through the gaps in his drawn velvet curtains as he attempted to submit to slumber. He was having difficulty drifting off, but as time trickled onward, he drew closer and closer to the arms of Morpheus. Suddenly, he sensed a presence in the room, much like the one from those nights some weeks earlier. Someone there. Answer me. A slender, feminine hand pressed gently against his lips. There was no hostility in the motion, but rather a great deal of affection.
Is this Nellie who's doing this?
Yep. The silhouette faintly visible in the dark room was the same as that night.
Or is it a white-haired girl?
A flash of lightning shone through.
Okay, it's still the white-haired girl. Okay. Wait. Nellie said the difference between them. So did she take her white hair?
A couple soft puffs of air tickled her face, as though she was silently laughing. He assumed her finger held against his lips as a way of telling him to stay quiet. She began to slowly, delicately trace the outline of his mouth, moving down his cheek and along his jawline as if over porcelain.
You're, rather more forward than I remember.
Well, I suppose you were always quite daring. This isn't the first time you sneaked into my bedchamber. The boy said in an attempt to conceal his surprise. Do you remember the night she came to exact revenge on him for her father? Indeed, she had proven herself to be a rather bold girl once already. It's dark. I can't see you very well.
I'm scared that this is Nellie. Man, I keep getting this guy's name mixed up. Nellie. Actually.
Why don't I light a lamp, or perhaps we could open the... Before he could finish, the white-haired girl sealed his lips with her own. In the near total darkness of his bedchamber, the two shadows appeared as one. They remained that way for several minutes.
Their kiss was innocent, no more than the pressing together two pairs of lips. At the same time, the white-haired girl lovingly ran her fingertips across his skin. When their lips separated, Mel gasped for air. It seemed he had been holding his breath. Slightly embarrassed at himself, he said, "Oh my God!" That's Nellie. Nothing. He could not speak. The silhouette hanging above him was certainly the white-haired girl's. Or was it? Because his next words were, "Get off of me!" He reflexively shoved the girl straddling him aside. Oh my God. She rolled off the bed, landing on the cold floor, but slowly, gradually, she crawled her way back toward him. That wasn't very nice. Veiled in darkness, she slowly lifted her head, and then there was another flash of lightning. The heavy fabric of the curtains rustled, bolts of light streaming between the gaps. Her flaxen irises glimmered. Though in the bluish white light, they took on a tinge of almost golden glow. No need to be so rough. Yeah, this music! It's intense. This isn't the first time she's visited your bedchamber. Is it, Mel? Or did I not kiss you the same way? Tell me, how does she run her fingers across her skin? Jeez! This music's peak. What does she do when she nuzzles up to you? Stop this madness, Nellie. Why would you do this? Because you like white hair, don't you, Mel? You like white hair, which is why you fell for her, isn't it? So if I have white hair, then you fall for me too. Then I can be your princess again, dearest Mel. She is insane! What are you talking about? He could not escape from her, from his sister's piercing gaze. Why? What happened? How could she? Questions crashed into the young man's mind like waves in a stormy sea. But none of them found answers. They simply caused him further perplexity. Jeez. Your hair. What happened to your hair? Yeah, this woman is a lunatic. Now this. Oh God. You like my wig. But as soon as the words left her mouth, Mel was in motion, propelled by pure instinct. He clenched Nellie's shoulders tight enough to dig his fingers into her flesh. That's God! That's insane. You're hurting me, Mel. What did you do to her? Tell me, what did you do? I made her leave. It was a perfectly reasonable decision. She was obviously not nobility and thus hardly fit to be part of this household. But there's no need to worry, Mel. I'm here to take her place. You sound like a mad woman. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if she is of noble blood or not. She promised she would stay by my side, so why? How could you do that to her? I promised that long before she ever did. And I love you far more than she did, Mel. Have you lost your mind? You're not making any sense. Where is she now? What is she doing? It's always her with you. I really want to know what happened to the white-haired girl. What more can you want from me? Tell me, what does she have that I don't? I mean, first of all, you're siblings, and he's not. Like, you're crazy, Nellie. What do I have to get to? Sounds like she was scalped. Yeah, I'm thinking so as well. That's why I'm like, oh God. We're siblings. Don't you understand what you're doing? Oh, I understand it quite well. Far better than you, dearest Mel. I even know that a former queen was executed for it. But if we don't get caught, there's no problem.
Well, you... Are you saying you always felt... I felt this way about me? Oh my, you didn't notice, dearest Mel. You truly are a dense one. I guess romance just isn't your strong suit. But you've noticed now, haven't you? You know exactly how I feel about you, right? Quit it. Enough. Don't say anything else. Stop having these insane feelings for me. Yeah, Mel, you tell her. It's disgusting. What are you laughing about? Poor Mel. Content with your complete ignorance, alright. I'll tell you everything. Mel, you can only love blood-related woman? What in the what? His crackling sisters appeared to him like some kind of inhuman life form. Her actions and incomprehensible exclamations slowly drained him of his strength. What kind of deranged nonsense is that? I love her. She's... Wait, the white-haired girl's our sister? Your sister, Mel. Very funny. How far out of your mind have you gone, Nellie? Poor Mel. Do you honestly know nothing? Say that her father was a painter? He painted pictures for a living. What of it? For a time, her father painted for our family. You've seen the picture before, dearest Mel. The one hanging in my room of the two of us. That was painted by her father. He did a good job, didn't he? I kept asking and asking until you finally agreed to hold my hand. And how did you feel about that? You were rather embarrassed, weren't you? Do you remember that day, dearest Mel? You couldn't possibly remember. But there is a chance you might remember this before we moved into this mansion. We had a painter with white hair. I don't remember any such thing. He was long ago. A painter in the service of the Rhodes family. But that painter did something very, very bad because that he couldn't remain a part of our household. Do you know what he did, Mel? He lay with Mother. Oh! My father was chased from your house? If that child had been born with flaxen hair, then the painter would have not been thrown out. The baby would have been accepted as part of the family. But that wasn't how it turned out. The child had white hair. She didn't look at all like she carried the Rhodes family blood. But you see, Mother had me. That I'm here is all the proof you need. The girl born 16 years ago didn't have flaxen hair. God, this music! Up until his last breath, he was only ever concerned about me. He held me in her arms and ran his hands through my hair, an apologetic look on his face. You're talking nonsense! What proof do you have? If you want to see it, I'll gladly show you. The artist left a message in the painting in my room. Tell me, am I truly wrong? What did that girl tell you? You're lying. What part of it is a lie, Mel? Everything I tell you is the truth. Why don't you ask Mother? I'm sure she would throw quite the fit. Mother wouldn't. The mistress did not send me away when she saw me. Quite the opposite. She took me in as a servant. It never made sense to me. Why would she hire a maid she knew nothing about? Someone who just showed up one day. Showed up at the door one day. And when I asked Mother to make her my maid, she stubbornly refused. From a good house. Don't make me laugh. If she really nobility, she would have given us her name. But Mother was so desperate to cover up her mistake. That doesn't make any sense. I don't believe a word you're saying. It couldn't possibly be true. Wouldn't it be nice if you could bury your head in the sand? But Mel, feigning ignorance is a sin. No, I refuse to believe it. Not a chance in hell. You just don't understand anything. How I feel, how much I've suffered. You have an idea how long I've loved you, knowing that you would never accept my affection. But then, fancy that! You fell in love with your half-sister. Then I should qualify for your love too.
Okay, so this girl's mental. And then we also learned the white-haired girl's our half-sister. Very interesting. Oh, well, there's the laugh. She did better laugh than me. Stop it. Enough. Shut your mouth. Not another word. I don't believe any of this. Mel?
I know you'll never love me. I know there's nowhere for me to run. Say, when we were kids, was that really me? Was I really by your side, Mel? If that pain tells the whole truth, I was never once did I get to be your princess. Not even once.
This girl, she is cray-cray.
You're a smell. Everyone just loves to dote on me. They always tell me how pretty I am. Mother does. Father does. And all the maids do too. I can do anything I want. So for me, acting like a spoiled child is the only form of rebellion I have. I don't have that kind of freedom you do, Mel. I'm just a doll for the family to play with. When I have visitors, it's only ever for show. So it's not my fault that I don't have friends. Dearest Mel, you're the only one who's ever cared about me more than anything in the world. Dearest Mel.
Jeez Louise.
I always knew how I'd react if you fell in love. I would cry my eyes out. I would envy her to death. I would get angry as a bull. But eventually, I would have given up. I knew I could never have it my way after all. My feelings would never bear fruit. So why did she have to be your sister? Tell me why.
Oh, this is when they were younger. Oh, my audio's going a little crazy there. Okay, come on. Audio, be okay. Okay.
Oh, dearest Mel, here you are again reading such hard books. Your eyes will go bad if you spend too long staring at pages.
I'll be fine, Nellie. It's not like I'm reading 24 hours a day.
No, that's not good enough. If your eyes go bad, dearest Mel, you won't be able to see me anymore.
Ugh, she too worried too much. I can see you fine and well, my princess. Your hair glimmering like the sun, and your beautiful smile. I can see you clear as day, and that'll never change. Wait, why did it get redder in the background? I don't like that. The skies are clear today, so you're even more radiant than usual.
You know, this is my favorite season. Winter's cold and there's so much rain. I can't stand it. But as it gets closer to my birthday, the clouds go away. I just adore the sun.
Ah yes, it's almost your birthday, isn't it? Have you decided what you're going to ask Father for?
Not yet. I want pretty dolls and shoes with sparkling gems. And I also have a pretty dress. Want a pretty dress like the one Mother wears.
A list that long is asking a bit much, even for Father.
But dearest Mel, I already have what I want most. What I want the most. So the truth is, as long as I have it, I don't need anything else.
Oh, and what would that be? The hairpin they bought for you the other day? Or maybe the song they had written for you last year?
None of that, dearest Mel.
Then what could it be? Now I'm really curious. What is it that's so valuable to you? Oh, it's getting darker here. Excuse me. Sorry. It's getting darker here. It's a secret. Mm-mm-mm. Girls just have so many secrets, I just don't know what to do.
Say, dearest Mel, will you run your fingers through my hair?
I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, it's fine, right?
It's gotten you, Nellie.
Why are you so hungry for attention all of a sudden?
Please, dearest Mel.
Oh. What was that for a second? I didn't see what it was. That looked like the white-haired girl.
Nellie, what am I going to do with you?
Come over here.
And I want sit on your lap.
Yes, as you wish, my beautiful, beautiful little princess.
I am dearest Mel.
What is this time, Nellie?
Right now, I'm so incredibly happy.
Okay.
Oh, and out of curiosity, who was it that you really cared so much about?
Oh, we're in the city now? Or the town? Oh, it looks like he's running. In a fevered frenzy, Mel fled from the mansion. Even in early summer, the night was cold. And made matters worse, the raindrops pelted from him from head to toe. But that caused little discomfort, for a far greater maelstrom of pain rampaged within his breast. At night, the town took on a different appearance. Not simple for lack of illumination, but the people active within it as well. It was not a suitable place for a young aristocratic man to go wandering unattended. The darkness is not the only the abode of devils, but of beggars, thieves, criminals, and all manners of things undesirable. But despite that, he continued run, knowing not where he has to. He was to head. I can't even freaking keep up this dialogue. There's so much reading. He simply went where his feet took him. I think it's just like the shock of like what happened is like, holy cow. Oh my god. Nellie is insane. And where he arrived was the church. Father! Should be able to offer me counsel. To answer all my questions about that painting, about her, and about Nellie's feelings. Not her lies, but the truth. Please open the door. Open the door! But as you might expect, the door was locked, and the priest showed no sign of responding to his calls. The sound of the pouring rain drowned out everything else. His head drooped feebly. He looked like a helpless little calf who has wandered alone upon a dark, precarious mountain path with no end in sight. Why won't anyone tell me the truth? All I want is someone to tell me that it's not true. Have I sinned? I didn't know anything. Yeah, he didn't know. That's true that it was the white-haired girl was his half-sister. So, he's not at fault. No, none of it's true, so I haven't done anything wrong. I'm not at fault, am I? Nevertheless, his sister claims, and her laughs continued to echo within his head. If he truly believed it would be false. To be false, he would have gone to look at the painting. And he could not was an indication that uncertainly had a strong grip on him. Fragmented images of white-haired painter fluttered through the back of his mind, but he desperately shoved them aside. What good is the church? What good is theology? What good is God? Something moved near the boy. It stood immediately behind him and grasped his light dressing gown. Oh, he's in his gown! Was in the rain. He would have been consumed in his own world, that he would have not noticed the person's presence until they were close enough to touch him. Who are you? Standing there was the beggar, dressed in tattered rags. I thought it was going to be the beggar. He's still begging at the church. The hooded beggar tentatively extended his hand toward Mel, pleading for relief with sad, slender fingers. Were he a generous young man, Mel would have given the beggar something. Were he generous, of course. But, Lord, get your filthy hands off me! I don't have a damn thing to give you right now. Don't you dare touch me. Suddenly, the beggar's head turned upward. My eyes catch the beggar's. Her head fell back, revealing a hairless head. What? And a pair of red eyes gazing bitterly through a familiar, distinct glimmer at Mel. Red eyes. She immediately covered her face and turned around. It's the white-haired girl! It can't be. The beggar that's always been here was a... But you said to yourself that they would not survive much longer. How could you be certain she was the same beggar? Wait for me! Perhaps, if someone with such high social standing, all beggars appeared the same to you. Perhaps you wanted to believe your meager generosity made a difference. That you did something of value. I will not say it is wrong to think so. Wait for me! Oh. I chased after the fleeing girl. Though I shout for her to stop, she continues to run. The rain is so heavy, I'm afraid I might lose her. I'm terrified, but I didn't do anything wrong, did I? I'm begging you, please stop. I just want to talk. She comes to stop at a corner. Please, do not go around this corner. It's you, isn't it? I'm sorry. Why are you apologizing? What I said back there was terrible, and for that I'm truly sorry. I didn't realize it was you. Please come back to me. If you're concerned about social status, I'll figure something out. And Nellie's getting married off soon enough. Yes, Nellie. Nellie did some horrible things to you. She's lost her mind. She was talking nonsense. But don't worry, she'll be out of the picture soon enough. I'll make sure you're safe. Say something, please. Are you angry? You're angry, aren't you? I'm not angry at you. I'm not. Did you know everything? Did you come to our house aware of everything? Did you tell me, please? The priest isn't around and everything Nellie says is a lie. You're the only one who will tell me it's not true. What is you? Our relationship. I don't understand what you're saying. I see. You don't know. You don't know. So we're the best. Nellie's the only one who knows, and she'll be gone before long. Everything will be alright. Lord Mel. It'll be alright. Let's go back. I'll make sure you're never put in danger again. I'm begging you, stay with me. My appearance is no longer suitable to stand at your side. You saw how unsightly I am back by the church, did you not? Hair can grow back. That's not a problem. Now, I truly look the part of the hideous witch. But I am to blame. It was a sin for me to find happiness in your kindness. What are you talking about? My sin was falling in love with you. Oh. I mean, I guess she's the half-sister, but still kind of sucks that it has to be this way. I don't know what happened. Not what happened to my father, nor how we had to spend our days. There's no sin in that. We have our whole lives ahead of us. Don't we? With enough time, this whole tragic mess will be behind us. Things will only get better from here. I'll be your prince, like the one who took the girl to see the outside world. So please, give me your hand. Come to me. Don't leave me alone. I need you by my side. Please. I extend my hand around the corner. I sense her hesitating beyond the bend. I'm begging you. I
can't see what's on the other side, but the vision of her reaching out to put her hand in mine wells up in my mind. But that story never had an ending. Well, she doesn't take my hand. Dang! I doubt the girl ever wrote that letter. Is she gonna go then? She's not there when I turn the corner. Why? How did things end up like this? Where did I go wrong? Oh God. Oh. Look at that art. Made. Your air was likely your kindness. I want to see this art. I love it. Thoughtlessly, haphazardly spreading your generosity. But that generosity came from your own desire to avoid pain. For your own happiness. What should have I done? I can't take this. Everyone was happy. Nellie used to laugh and smile. She once meant the world to me. How did things end up like this? It's not my fault. I didn't do anything wrong. If you pretend like nothing happened, perhaps they can go on smiling in your head. But regardless, you must follow the path you tread. It is your path alone. The path you choose when in that moment you decide to run. Make the wrong choice in those moments and you shall find yourself on the road to ruin. I would have been better off not knowing. Better off in the dark. I just wanted those tranquil days to last. They were supposed to last forever. At some point, your childhood must come to an end. And that ending may not be the one you anticipated. I can't stand this world. You yearn for a world that would treat you with kindness. What should I do? What should I have done? Help me. You should return now. If you spend too long out here, you're liable to catch a cold. Now, let's return to our own time. Oh. She just disappeared. Oh. You finished chapter 1. The crestfallen man faded in the distance, and the decrepit double door clacked shut. Through the shattered glass, you could only see the ruins of a garden, not a single rose growing within. You have inevitably returned from the past. In the garden, weeds grew taller than people. You found it difficult to look at. A wolf howled in the distance. The children, the sea of roses, and the white-haired girl were nowhere to be found. You and the maid who called you master were the only people present in this mansion. What happened to them next? Oh, master, you would know better than I. My, you cannot remember? It seems that you're quite serious then. Worry not, my loyalty lies with you, master. The mansion has witnessed more yet. Let's make our way to the second door. Ooh, second, sorry. Or she never existed. Maybe. Your hand in hers, the maid guided you back through the kitchen and into the tea room. Her palms were still cold. You felt as though you were clenching ice. Master, do you wish to know the truth no matter what may be hidden within? Or is it something you would be happier not knowing? Would you rather remain in the dark? Or is that so? I wonder about their father. Yes, flaxen-haired sibling's father. Do you think he knew about the white-haired girl? If he did, then perhaps he allowed her to stay because of how deeply he loved his wife. Maybe because he did not want people to find out about her. I expect he's too experienced many different emotions. These pages of his story remain untold. Their parents likely have a turbulent tale as well, but theirs is not of consequence. To whom I could not tell. You and the maid crossed to the entrance hall, continuing your trek. At some point, the fire in the fireplace had faded to embers, emphasizing lack of light within the mansion. The maid took the candlestick and lit it in the cinders. The small flame illuminated her pale face. On a whim, you asked the maid about herself. About me? I'm a maid devoted to your service, master, as I have said. Oh, what was that? You are interested in my name. You flatter me. I truly do appreciate the question, but you are more than welcome to simply call me the maid. Also, I'm making you much happy to hear you say my name after you have recalled who you are, master. A subtle smile rose to the maid's face, after which she began to lead you down first floor corridor. Still holding the maid's hand, you passed in front of a full-length mirror. In it reflected the warm light of the candle, which disappeared out of range shortly thereafter. Oh my, is there something the matter? Did you come across something peculiar? The maid had not appeared in the mirror. Oh. Though she was not the only one without a reflection. I guess me too, then? You reached the end of the corridor. There appeared to be a doorway, but the door itself was long since gone, leaving only a hole in the wall to frame the stairs behind it. Without hesitation, the maid descended into the darkness. You have more interest in the mansion, master, than in a mere maid, do you not? Though it pains me to say as much in your presence, master, this house is cursed. Yes, is it a curse that runs deep? As you just bore witness to it, the majority of those who dwell within these walls fall into misfortune. I have served here for many years, and periods of happiness are as fleeting as a sugar cube in a cup of hot tea. Why did such tragedies befell them? If I were to guess, master, it was because you had not returned. But when you remember your true self, the mansion's curse will be broken. The next door is before us. Oh, interesting. It appeared to be an entrance to a cellar. The disconsolate wooden door was visibly rotten in several places, and it seemed it might crumble at a single touch. You could hear the sound of something devouring meat beyond the door. Maybe there was a beast living within. Before you had a chance to say you thought it was dangerous, the maid opened the door with a chilling smile on her face. Your first impression was that it smelled of blood. Oh. The second door. 1707. So where's this gonna lead us to now? The mansion sat in ruins in that era, and our soul resided within. The grandeur of the house was lost to the ages. It was in perpetual decline. Not a flower grew in the darkness. Man, this music is... makes me feel uncomfortable. Grew in the garden, dust and dirt blackened the plaster. Cobwebs blanketed the corridors, ivy shrouded the outer walls. It was not a pleasant sight. As hard as I tried to fight it, I could not stop the mansion's descent into disrepair. The depth of the previous owner's grief, or perhaps despair, was far too much. After the beautiful Flaxner family, people stayed away from the mansion. They had no heirs, so their bloodline simply vanished into the depths of history. It would have been 50 years since the house last had a resident. The forlorn property appeared as though it had been abandoned for centuries, and the occasional villager who stumbled upon it did not remain there for more than a day. In my time, there was rather solitary. It was perhaps the loneliest time of my life. Everyone who visited the mansion feared it, and it was left without anyone to become its master.
I even came to believe that my time serving as a maid would come to an end in this era. However, one day, I noticed something out of the ordinary. As a servant of the house, I almost immediately aware of any new presence within its walls, and there appeared to be someone downstairs. You can imagine just how delighted I was. Though part of me was anxious about what kind of person I might find, the possibility that it could be you had my heart aflutter. So, resisting the urge to rush, I headed for the basement. The cellar, where red wine, smoked meat, and other preserved foods were kept. By that point, the wine was practically antique. As I expected, a man had made his way into the cellar. Is anyone there? Although I'm unsure if referring to him as a man is entirely accurate. What the? XXXXXXX.
My, this is quite something.
Whoa, what the? The very first thing I sensed was almost an unbearable stench. The odor emitted from the man, heightened by the food he had carelessly rummaged through. Blood-red liquid spilled from wine barrels, soaking the floor. His sunken eyes had a piercing wolf-like glimmer in them. His teeth were sharp and yellowed. Visible as he ripped into a chunk of meat, he grumbled in a seemingly inhuman tongue. I was looking at a beast. Or perhaps a half-beast. There was another source of odor in that room, though. It had some kind of metallic tinge to it, and when I noticed this, I nearly passed out. The red liquid was not just wine, as I had assumed. The beast had, I presume, stolen a wagon from the village. A sword far too nice for him lay on the floor by his side. I could hardly imagine how many people's lives he had taken with that blade. It was visibly wet with blood. Even in the darkness of the cellar, but at the same time it had an imposing gleam. The fine, luscious aroma of the wine could not mask the stench of blood and the beast. Holding my breath, I took a few moments to ponder. Ponder what, oh master? You know. Tell me, were you summoned here by the mansion? Do you come here knowing what place this is? Knowing what kind of place this is? If you are in want of money, you are welcome to help yourself in some of the furniture. And I imagine the villagers would be willing to welcome you if you dress yourself a bit more like a person. Then you can trade the furniture for food and make your way to a large town. The wolf was able to fool the innocent little girl simply by putting on clothing, after all. Oh dear, I was afraid you wouldn't understand me. What am I to do? I was in quite the predicament. Nevertheless, it meant a great deal to me that I had found someone who did not fear the mansion, be they hunted or beast. So I decided I should give him my assistance while doing my best not to agitate him. Say, could you perchance be my new master? The mansion sat near the ocean. Say it was perched upon a cliff might make it sound rather intimidating, but you could see the beautifully clear sea through the windows, a glittering expanse of emeralds and turquoise. If the mansion had been in proper condition, it would have been breathtaking against the backdrop. I even wanted to plant orange trees in the garden. Though it was a tumultuous era, the sun still shone bright upon the land, which only served to emphasize the house's unsightliness. Oh yes, perhaps I should give you some more background info. At that period in time, the war just had drawn to a close. The once gorgeous wetlands were infested with crows picking at decaying remains. Bodies of soldiers befell in battle continually washed up on the shores of coastal villages. The people wanted nothing. Hmm? People wanted nothing more than the curtain to draw on that deeply political contest. And when it finally did, the kingdom with its richly fertile shores was stripped of its independence, beginning a new era under new rule. V710. Hello. 21 days and 20 hours. The people were exhausted, their spirits wasted away. And the splendor of the ocean and sky did nothing to help. In my mind, the beast was emblematic of the times, emancipated and enveloped in the scent of blood. But the war came to an end. Thus, the beast did not have to remain a beast, I thought. Did he? And so I endeavored to make the beast more human-like. First, I needed to do something about his appearance. I would draw a bath, scrub away all the filth, and dress him in clothing left in the mansion. However, having sat unused for 50 years, the majority of garments had been devoured by insects and were of little use. So I searched the mansion top to bottom for anything the beast could wear, heated up some coals, and set to work ironing what I found. At the time, steam irons had not been yet invented. We used plates of iron heated with coals. Oh, interesting. They somewhat resembled kettles. I even prepared meals for the beast in order to teach him proper table manners. Although with the mansion in a nearly uninhabitable state of disarray, there is only so much I could do in the kitchen. And the only spice I had to work with were what was left in the cellar. As such, I was not able to put to use the cooking skills I had learned in the flaxen-haired family's time. Now, you mustn't eat with your hands. You want to get your fingers and face dirty. Well, I don't know what they're saying. You eat using a knife and fork. See, like this. I feel like I'm teaching a young child. Oh, you're growling at me. What do we got there? Definitely beast. It's like kind of like Beauty and the Beast here. Oh my. What are you holding your head for? Oh dear. Perhaps I should be teaching you to speak before table manners. Worry not, you have plenty of time. You didn't act so frightened. Or perhaps you do not want to be understood at all. His music is so unnerving. Wait, does it make that sound when he's like the beast is talking? Would you be so kind as to tell me your name? For now, still I guess it is too soon for me to call you master. Or am I mistaken? Oh yes, it does happen that way. Your name. This is what people call you. How about I start telling you my name? I'm called B.E. Bestia. Bestia. Your name is Bestia? I see. Then, that is what I should call you, Bestia. My, you seem to be rather perplexed as to how I was still alive. He had, in fact, attempted to cause me harm. However, I am a servant of the house. The beast called himself Bestie. It is a curious thing. When I learned his name, he seemed to take on new importance in my mind. He was not a mere beast, but the thing called Bestie. Master, should I ever have the chance to hear your name, I'm certain you too shall become more substantial a presence. But you must always remember, Master, that even if you do not remember your name, and even if you never know mine, you have always held a special place in my heart. And thus began my tranquil days with Bestia. Slowly, he began to learn the human tongue, and I was, to be quite honest, rather thrilled. To be certain, I was afraid of the beast. My fear was not so strong as my elation that there was someone else in the manor, someone to whom I could speak, and someone that might become my master. Come now, you must pull weeds out at the roots, or they will grow back. They will soon grow back. This is a task that requires perseverance. Do it like this, see? There you go. Grass. Oh, did you not expect that? What appears to be many plants on the surface actually all connected within the soil. This is a task that requires a man's strength. If there were other servants, they could do it. Yeah, he doesn't really have a form. Then his, eyes and mouth. So I apologize for making you tend to the garden, future master. Or perhaps, now that you are all dressed up, do you wish to leave the mansion and find someone to fool as the wolf did this sweet little girl? Have you no interest in remaining in such a disheveled house? And tea. Go on. Not want leave. Oh my, is that so? If you wish to stay, then I shall not stop you. On the contrary, I will gladly attend to you. I was waiting for the person who is to become my master. Forever waiting. I should be able to watch over you until the day you depart this world, old and wrinkled. Do you not believe me? Are you interested in becoming the master of this house? Will be. I have to wonder if you know what you are saying, although it matters little whether you do or not. Oh my, look at that! Now this brings back memories. This is called a rose. Do you know what a rose is? It's a type of flower. No. Do not know. I see. Then allow me to teach you. What you have here is not a real rose. A real rose wilted and are sleeping in the soil. This is called an accessory. It is something women wear. Goodbye. Goodbye. Alright, anyway, the beast held an ornamental white rose in his hands. An object sometime meant to give it to someone else. Curiously, the white rose was just as stunning as it had been the day it was made, sight being buried in the earth for so many years. I hear roses make wonderful gifts. He stared intently at the decorative rose. I had presumed the beast would either discard it disinterestedly or destroy it, but much to my surprise, Bestia held it gently in his hands as though it was something precious to him. Are you perchance considering giving it to me? Oh, so you are not. Very well. Is there someone else you would like to give it to?
In that moment, a thought flooded through my mind. The thing I had found in the pool of blood in the cellar was a monstrous creature indeed. Perhaps that was not, at his core, what he truly was. So I asked him a question. What is that you desire, Bestia? The mansion fulfills people's desires. If you yearn for something, what? Live peace. Look at that filthy thing. A beast. It's a beast. It's eating goddamn sand. You're really that hungry? Beast. You foul creature. Stay the hell back. Get any closer, filthy beast, and I'll kill you. As Bessie began to act more like a person, the mansion followed suit, slowly becoming more habitable, though not yet back to its former glory. No flowers grew in the garden, but neither were there weeds infesting it. The dusty corridors, shattered windows, rust-covered kitchens. Oh, thanks to the hydrate and stretch walnut and the head pat. Ooh, needed that. Bessie had learned how to change his own clothes and how to draw a bath. No longer did I have to wait on him hand and foot. He could take care of a number of things all by himself. What we lacked for food he acquired from the forest. Never did he go to purchase supplies from the village. Rather, he captured hares and gathered herbs hidden in the overgrowth. They were days without incident. Well, I have a feeling those peaceful days aren't gonna last. And though such a life may be want for excitement, peace is something that you mustn't take for granted. Though, those who have it cast it aside, finding the leisurely flow of time dull. Only those who have never experienced it truly know how precious it is. Bestia appeared to be content. It wore an expression of solitary serenity. Someone? Is anyone there? A merchant. And then one day it cracked for him in the uneventful tranquility. Of course, that peace isn't going to last long. Is anyone in there? Could you part with some food? I don't need much. Some food and water. Just a little, that's all I need. Bestia looked over me after seeking my aid. Ironic, no? It was a visitor who was truly in need of aid. I pondered for a few moments, deciding if I could not simply turn away someone calling upon the mansion. Had Bessia ordered me not to let him in, I would have followed his instructions, but he had said nothing. Oh, a merchant. Oh, thank God, someone's here. I was afraid it was deserted. You said you're in need of sustenance. Yes, it doesn't need to be much. Anything to quench this thirst. I got lost and spent several days. Give me a few minutes, I will find... Let him in. A firm, deep voice came from behind me. I was quite startled. When had the beast learned to act so much like a human? When had he learned to speak so clearly and to behave so much like a master? On seeing Bestia, a look of terror appeared across the wanderer's face for a moment. To my eyes, Bestia was the very image of a head of a house, but to an outsider, probably appeared to be nothing more than a beast in man's clothing. A hair and a meal and a bed. I suspect he's quite tired. Thank you very much. In time, fear drained from the man's face. Bestia sat precariously on the border between man and beast. Though he still had his doubts. The wanderer revised his first impression, deciding Bestia was human. As the wolf had fooled the little girl in the forest, he too had succeeded in playing the role of a man. I thought I was a goner for a while there, but you really came to the rescue. And a meal like this on top of that? Really didn't have to.
Though I guess that's not the appropriate thing to say as I'm eating. What kind of meat is this? Hare. It's damn tender for rabbit. And here I thought it was beef. You have quite the skilled chef. Oh, is she the one who cooked this? Is she your wife?
Oh no, I am merely a servant.
A female servant, huh? Don't see that very often. Mentions just full of surprises. I can hardly believe it. Lost for days, and as soon as I think I'm dead, there it is. Thinking back on it now, it's miraculous. But why are you two living alone in a house? In a house? In a house on a cliff. Jeez. I combined house and cliff. Oh, I beg your pardon. Asking so many questions without telling you about myself. My apologies. Just got a little too excited to finally see other people. I'm a merchant. I do international trade. Until a few years back, spice exports pretty much all came from one place. But now that we have established trade routes of our own, my country's fighting tooth and nail to push its exports. And in fact, some of us have lost a few teeth in the fight already. And that's just how it works. It's a cutthroat world. You do what you must to survive. That's just how it works, the merchant said, a sorrowful look on his face. He was quite clearly putting on a show, though. Confidence in himself and his homeland radiated from that man. I came to his land to do business. But this is to my chagrin, I somehow ended up lost in the forest. Have I wandered around for much longer? I had lost a chance to ever see my beloved again. Your beloved? Yes, sir. I'm constantly out on business, so we only get to see each other a few times a year. But she always waits for my return. I like to introduce you to her if I ever get the chance. She's a pretty girl. Or not especially striped. Is that so? The merchant was a man of many words. I, for one, do not mind a lively supper table. Though I do not know how Bessie felt at the time. At the very least, I'm glad we had invited the wanderer into the mansion. He was, after all, holding a proper conversation with someone. He seemed to be having success concealing his piercing, beast-like gaze. However, alright, I stopped by the village before entering the forest, and I heard a bone-chilling tale there. As soon as the merchant brought up the subject, a palpable tension spread through the room. They say there have been sightings of a beast. It's a creature unlike anything anyone's seen before. Not a wolf or a bear or anything like that. He even attacked the village once, killing several people. Thankfully, the men managed to drive it out. But the creature is still alive. There's nothing in this world scarier than a vicious beast. So you should keep an eye out. Wouldn't want to accidentally let a murderous beast into your home. As the village's insistence, I had the smithy forge me a knife. Is that knife? Huh? With you now? Well, yeah, I've got it on me. Only good to defend myself with, but it's better than that knife. You brought that knife. You're ready to kill me with that knife. Well, you're going to stab me again and again. Whoa, this music. The knife, like they did last time. That's why you're here, isn't it? What are you talking about? What's gotten into you? Stab and stab and stab. Calm down. What are you worried about? So worried about? I'm not going to hurt you with this. Oh, he mad. What did you say? I like to imagine that the wolf ate the poor little girl, he said. Is this what I always look like? That. What's your problem? What's wrong? Talk like a human. Is me. Stop! Stay back! Get any closer, I'll stab you to death. You act like you only just realized I'm a beast. That's right, I'm a beast. I killed them. Stay back, and I'll do the same to you.
Help! Help!
In his hand, Bestia held his sword. Perhaps it had been hidden under the table, maybe behind his chair. Regardless, it was so said expected this to happen. The merchant kicked aside the chair, attempting to flee, but Bestia closed the distance in an instant, knocking him back. It sounds like boss music, kind of. I love this music. He lost his balance and slammed against the wall. But still he managed to escape, though the beast stood blocking his path.
No! Please stop this! Don't kill me! My beloved's waiting for me back home. I can't leave her behind.
And why should I care? Whoa! A dreadful scream echoed through the dining room. That! Wow. I reflexively covered my ears.
Please help. Anyone.
No one's going to come for you. This mansion's a long way from town.
Help. That woman, where is she?
Why isn't she here? She was just...
Yeah.
You killed me. If I don't kill you, then so I must show that I will. I must show you that I'm serious. I must kill you, or you won't understand. You just don't understand. If I don't show you firsthand, you won't understand. I'll make you understand. I'll make your flesh and bones understand. I'll kill you. I'll kill you. Good Lord. Kill you. That's right, I am. A beast. Whoa. That got crazy. Oh, he's just going on and on. He going crazy. He's just laughing nonstop. I've been enjoying a peaceful meal around the table, together just minutes earlier. So what had triggered this? If I were to guess, the merchant saying the word knife is what caused the beast to snap. Excuse me. A simple, small thing set him off. I could not comprehend it. Bestia, who had said he wished for peace, was staring down at the ravaged corpse of the merchant, with a look of ecstasy on his face. Master, can you understand how he felt? Even just a little. Did he not yearn for peace, but for slaughter? Whoa, what was that?
Alright, that does it for today's shopping. And now, the moment we all been waiting for. Snack time! There's nothing better than having a ham sandwich in the park. Dear, maybe I should lower my voice when I'm talking to myself. But it's so nice out. I just can't help myself. Does the weather have anything to do with talking to oneself? Not important. Food, food. If he were here, it would taste even better. I wonder when I get to see him next.
Pauline! There you are.
Oh dear. What's got you so frazzled, Mom?
Oh, Pauline.
Huh? What is it? Did something happen? What's the matter, Mother? Mom?
Pauline,
This isn't like you, Mom. It's not like you at all. Tell me what happened. I told you to stay away from men who trade. Huh? Oh, Pauline, my dear daughter. Why must God be so cruel to such a sweet girl? You're hurting me, Mom. Don't squeeze so tight. What's gotten into you? Listen carefully, Pauline. Just be calm and hear me out. Understood? Your lover, the beloved man you're waiting for, is dead.
Oh. So I'm guessing this is the merchant the beast just killed. That was her lover. The beast's humanity began slipping away from him after that encounter. He had returned to the thing that had found in the cellar. Actually, he prowled the mansion's halls looking more barbaric than ever. Despite all the effort he put into learning to act like a human, he now ripped the velvet curtains off the wall, howling shrilly, stomping back and forth through the hallways and ravaging the garden. I watched him intently, though from a distance. Bestie was not merely a beast, but an out-of-control, bloodthirsty beast. Just a few days ago, we'd been tending the garden together. That was no longer possible. The beast went berserk! He's mad! I was quite disappointed. Eventually, Bestie had discovered my hiding place. I had felt no regret in a very long time, but I felt deep regret in that moment. More! Don't have enough. Not enough! I need more! I need more! I must satisfy these urges.
Are you saying peace was not enough to sate you? Did I mishear you when you asked for peace?
I was mistaken. Asking for peace won't solve anything. Blood, despair, eyes filled with terror. These are the things I need, and I've always known it. You said this mansion fulfills people's desire. Then... Wow, this mansion looks like it went, back to its old self. Give me prey. No more hares like humans.
Why did I ever teach him to speak human language?
Before long, the mansion granted his wish. Once a week, a village or a traveling merchant from somewhere would wander into the forest, ending up in the mansion on the cliff. Though something felt suspicious about the man who greeted him at the door. On the surface, he looked like a proper nobleman. So they all eventually chose to trust Bestia. The mansion had an air of loneliness about it, but it was adequate to provide rest for their weary feet. There was food and a bed, and most comforting of all, there were other people. The lord of the house treated the lost souls like esteemed guests, poured them fine wine, and had me cook for them. No one suspected in the slightest that he was a beast. He put on a reasonably convincing act. Because yes, I taught him how to behave like a master. Village visitors all went to bed contented. But, as I am sure you can imagine, master, they would have never seen the light of day again. The penetratingly bright sunlight particular to this area. A beast! It's a beast! You disgusting creature! You hideous monster! Kill him! If that's how humans want to do things, then I'll play your little game. I'll play it even better than you. I'll kill you. I'll slaughter you! Oh, God. Oh, please don't. That's it. Cry for me. Beg for your life. Pray for my mercy. Weep and struggle and suffer and die. No one understood. No one could possibly understand my despair. What did I ever do? Was it just because I'm a beast? When did I become a beast? Why do beasts have to die? Beasts are savage, and so they must die. I'm a beast, therefore I'm savage. Oh, I kind of want to see. Oh, wow. Huh. If you can see on his silhouette, there's like a piece of hair there. It's like hair right here. Interesting. So you can kind of see the silhouette of this beast. In which case, I'll kill them. I'll show them what makes a beast so terrifying. Moonlight cut through the torn velvet curtains, shining down through the blood-soaked beast. It was a sight that would incite terror in anyone. Look at this. No one can stand up to me. Humans have no chance against beasts. More. I need more. Give me more prey. The mansion continued to sate the beast's demented craving, sending not one but multiple villagers into his claws. Twisted road to slaughter. And these blood-stained walls off which echoed his monstrous howls. Stop, please. I'm begging you. Spare me. Oh, God. Sorry. I'm not familiar with your god. Beasts have no need of gods. I have a wife and son back at the village. Please let me return to them. Why don't you bring them back to me? I'll send them to the same place you're going. Whoa. I'm a child. Please let me go. Are you now? In that case, I'll kill the baby first. Damn monster. That's right. I am a monster. And by killing, no one can defy me. I have to show the world that I, the beast, are the most frightening things on this earth. The beast began to change his style, making sick banquets out of kills. Someday he would tie his guests up in the cellar, playing with them for hours, and they finally died. Someday he would drain them of their blood and bathe in it. Some days he would spread them out on the table and feast upon them. Yikes! Every week, another atrocious party. He did everything imaginable. As a faithful student of this house, I am confident I can do most anything I'm asked. Though you can surely imagine my surprise at having used the cooking skills I learned while serving the flaxen-haired family to do that. I can only wonder if I actually tasted any good. Bestie's peculiar sword was always with him, for his twisted banquets of self-gratification. However much blood stained it, it never lost its sheen. It was as though the sword drank of the flesh of humans. Master, can you imagine just how wretched I felt? The mansion was a beautiful sight to behold, reeked of death and acrimony. The stench of rotting flesh seeped up from the cellar. Even the years it spent forsaken, and its ruins were preferable to that. Perhaps I only had myself to blame. It was I who invited the beast into the mansion. More, not enough. This isn't enough to satisfy me. But Bestia still sought to hold more of his perverse parties. Lost villagers were no longer enough to quell his urges. He was indeed a not a generous beast, genuine beast. And in the time, this is what he began to wish for. I see. Can you get me any better prey? Something truly exquisite. The perfect prey to quench this maddening thirst of mine. Do you know what he meant when he asked for the perfect prey, Master? Perhaps a hero, someone courageous enough to stand up to him, with whom he could enjoy a battle to the death. Perhaps a dazzling young nymph to satisfy his other primal urges. Or perhaps what he wanted was not human at all, but a demon or a phantom. I would soon find out as the mansion attempted to grant his wish, bringing yet another guest to the house on the hill. Whoa. Creepy laugh. The devil guides us. God guides us. Ooh. If God guides us, then perhaps I could accept that this was... Oh, I am liking this music. Then it would make sense that I'm here. This music's giving me chills. Is anyone there? I've lost my way. Would you please be so kind as to spare me a little food? There it is. There comes the poor little offering. I never learn. They'll keep coming again and again. The mansion keeps granting my wish. I would be glad to provide you some food. And you're welcome to stay the night. Get some rest. I will have a room prepared. A white-haired girl. Then, I suppose I should take you upon your generosity. I've been wandering for a very, very long time. What was that, Master? You recognize her? I imagine you would. A white-haired girl, those red eyes, skin the color of freshly fallen snow, and that flawlessly beautiful visage. You could not possibly mistake her for anyone else. I know it is not someone who happens to resemble her. I can understand why you'd be surprised, Master. At first, I could hardly believe my own eyes. The wanderer knocked on the door that day was the same fair-skinned woman who visited the mansion so many years earlier. That white girl must have spent many, many nights in the forest. Her crystalline skin was covered in red scratches from where she had brushed against stray branches and tree bark. She even lost her shoes and was standing there barefoot, looking quite disheartened. Wait, so this is the same one then? Or have we gone forward in time and this is a reincarnation of her? That did not make her any less beautiful. In fact, her hair is short, so it will be regrowing after when her head got scalped. Or her hair got taken from her. In fact, you could imagine to the dense forest canopy parting to allow the sun to shine down upon her. Ooh, I like her outfit. The beast appeared surprised by her angelic beauty as well. It seemed as though all the badness drained from him in that moment. He said nothing, but his eyes told all. He was entranced by the sight of her ruby-red irises and her pure white skin. Pardon? I am a beast. This is what I asked for. Something to quench my thirst. You're allowed to be happy. But as I said, it was only for a moment. So rejoice. Imagine just how gratifying it will be to see such a beautiful woman writhing in the throes of death. Follow me. I will have a bath drawn as well. And once the moment had passed, the beast was barely able to contain the wellspring of madness within himself. Sounds kind of like a mysterious but kind of hopeful music. And I'm also kind of just very intrigued. He wanted nothing more than to run his sword through the white-haired woman that very instant, to torture her, to defile her. He tended to her wounds, served her supper, and drew a bath for her. And afterwards the beast even made to provide her with a dress to wear. Even the outfit she had only worn for one night so many years before was there, waiting for someone to put it on again. Oh, wait, is it the orange dress? For her to put it on again. He said he could choose anything she liked. She, being a modest young woman, said she needed not of such fine attire. And what a shame that was. I too wished to see her in a dress once more.
I need not such fine clothing.
You need to be modest.
No, that's not why.
Are they not to your liking, then?
No, my apologies. You're very generous.
Foolish girl. Smiling, calling me generous. I was simply imagining what a pretty sight it would be. The sight of her fresh blood splattered on it. The sight of her life slipping away in it.
I am glad that after wanting so much, I ended up here in this mansion.
And in a few hours, you'll be feeling the exact opposite. Get all the rest you need. I shall see you again in the morning. I just want to sit here and listen to this music because I'm enjoying it so much.
I thank you.
Bestia then made his way out of the girl's bedchamber. His mask came crumbling off after only taking a few steps. That's precisely what I wanted. Just imagine how such a beautiful woman will scream. How she'll beg for her life. Hey, are you there? The mansion has given me the perfect offering. Hey! Is she not here?
Is someone there? Yes, I came to ask if there's anything you needed. I cannot offer you anything extravagant, not like before. I'm here to provide you with anything in my capacity. I appreciate the offer, but I need nothing. Being allowed to stay the night is more than enough. Do you work here in the mansion? Yes, indeed I do. I've been here for a very, very long time. A very long time? You might think this is an odd question, but have we met before? Something about you seems familiar. And I get the feeling I've been in this mansion before. Yes, we have met. It's quite some time ago, though. When was it? It was an imaginally long time ago. Do you remember a boy and girl with flaxen hair? Flaxen hair. I apologize. My memory fails me. Do you not remember me either?
I see. You should probably not push yourself to remember then. There were joyous times and there were less than joyous times.
Will you be so kind as to answer one question? What might your name be? My name is...
Oh, so we won't know that either.
I see, so you are... Again. You should get some rest.
I will make tea for you in the morning.
Also, go on, close your eyes.
The bestia never waited for morning to come. With the sword that smelled of blood hanging from his hip, the beast slowly, ever so slowly, crept toward the room where the white-haired girl slept. The time was soon approaching for the bloodthirsty beast to paint the walls with the young woman's blood, to turn her bedchamber into a gore-splattered altar on which it would offer her to the devil. However, when he opened the door, the beast could hardly handle his eyes. She's awake. She's not asleep, but sitting there as if suspecting the bestia's arrival. Why are you awake? Do you not go to sleep?
I heard footsteps, so
And what were you planning to do when I got here? Surely you didn't think we'd simply have a nice midnight chat. I was always to ask, what is it that you wanted? You ask what it was I wanted? Do you ever realize what you're saying? You not see what's in my hand? You know exactly what I came here to do. Are you going to beg? Are you going to plead for your life? Are you going to ask me not to kill you?
It is necessary. Is that what you want?
What I want is something much more gratifying than your pleas. I want to hold the banquet. It's not enough. No matter what I do, it's not enough. It will be enough to satisfy me, to quench this unholy thirst, to completely wholly fill me up to the brim point. You want to know what I desire? I desire to devour you. Oh, whoa! Whoa! Bestia shoved the girl back, slamming her into the mattress. He then stabbed his sword through the sheets beside her, looking down upon the girl, the moonlight at his back. Clenching her slender throat with one hand, he drew his sword once more, holding the tip inches to her nose. No matter how much blood it drank, the sword continued to shine gloriously, as though it had just come from the forge. It was awe-inspiring, tear-shedding blade, the sight of which would cause anyone to imagine the misfortune about to befell them. Go on, mock me! Ridicule the hideous barbaric beast before you. From the moment you saw me, you thought me unsettling, no. But you averted your eyes, because I had food for you, because I gave you a place to rest. You pretended not to notice the beast. This is retribution. Retribution for you damned humans. So beg for your life like they all do. Cry, plead for mercy.
If you say that you're ugly, then I must be equally ugly.
What came from the girl's mouth was neither a plea, nor an insult, nor a scream. Beleaguered men had wept before me, like young woman did not. Despite this terrifying beast upon her, moments away from extinguishing her life, even I almost shrieked in fear. I could believe neither his eyes nor his ears. Do you not fear me? Do you not see what I'm about to do to you?
What am I to be afraid of?
I'm threatening to murder you. To rip your intestines off these claws and watch you die in agony. I enjoy it more than anything in this world. Filling others' hearts with fear. The more lives I take, the more I enjoy. I'm a beast driven by madness. What he expected was for a beautiful girl before him to desperately implore him for mercy. He wanted nothing more than to see despair seep into every corner of her red eyes. For he believed that it would be truly some sublime moment, euphoria, unlike anything he had experienced before. Bestia probed her with his singular sword, poking a slit in skins smoother than silk. You mean to take mercy on me because you see me as pitiful? But she did not do as the beast wished. She looked at him with sympathy rather than fear. This rattled beast. He had never once seen anyone respond to him that way. What possessed you to say that? What is going on through your head? Mercy, do not comprehend this situation. How can you be so calm? Scream, cry, and shout, beg for me to spare you. Throw yourself at my feet. Throw yourself at my feet. Otherwise, I'm a beast. A beast that never tires of killing.
To me, you appear to be a person.
You're lying.
Listen to the things I say, and you respond with your own words.
I was taught how to speak. I'm a beast who speaks human language.
But you use your mind to come up with responses, and you hesitate.
If I'm human, then why do you disparage me so? Why do they reject me and try to kill me? Because I'm a beast. A repulsive beast. That's why, isn't it?
I will do nothing to hurt you. We are alike.
Alike? Don't be ridiculous. How you can say we're alike when you're as beautiful as you are?
There is nothing beautiful about me. What value does outward appearance have? You have suffered much persecution, which is why you tremble in fear.
I'm not trembling. I'm not afraid.
I can hear the cries of your heart.
What on earth is wrong with you?
Why are you not afraid? do you not scream in terror? I am afraid, but more than fear. I feel like I know now what my role is.
Your role?
If you will have me, then I would like to remain here in the mansion.
Are you mad? I will eventually kill you, torture you, put you through hell, make sure you wish you were never born.
This does not change my mind. Please allow me to stay. I find it very hard to believe that what you want deep down is to hurt people. And I get the feeling that I'm meant to be here. That is my role.
Bestie was at a loss. He was perhaps afraid of this girl who did not fear him and even attempted to embrace him. She behaved too differently from all the other humans he knew of, who only ever harassed and pushed him away. Why are you so kind to me? To this beast, this murderer? Bestie's sword slipped from his hand, hitting the hard floor with a metallic whine. When the sound died down, the white-haired girl extended her hands for the beast with the utmost of affability. Her fingers were white as freshly fallen snow. Somewhere this area was never saw. They traced his distinctive frame. They ran along his unusually shaped nose. They slid along his rough, yellowed skin. They drifted around his rather small eyes. The beast trembled once more, this time not out of twisted desire, but from deep within, but from the unimaginable comfort of physical contact. Her fingers moved so gently, so pleasantly, wrapping him in their warmth. Are you crying? A single teardrop slid down the arc of her finger. Looking in her clear eyes, Bestie came to a realization. At the same time, he felt somewhat dismayed. You are. That was like, oh, she can't see, she's blind.
Taken in the source of his primal urges, the beast had not noticed that there was an emptiness in the girl's eyes. She appears to be gazing far in the distance, not focused on the man, despite being close enough to touch him. Tears had begun running down Bestie's cheeks earlier when she had called him a person. But it was not until one of those droplets had slid across the back of her finger that she had realized. She would indeed have no need of extravagant dresses after all. She could not see what she was wearing. That is correct. I am blind. But whoever decided that reality is only that which can be seen. I know not what appearance I have. In the darkness, everything is as one. There is no difference between beast and man. If you are a beast, then I too must be a beast. To call a girl a beast would be paramount to eating sugar, insisting it was salt. Do pardon the trite analogy, please. But you know rather well, master, that the white-haired girl was not at all what you call a beast. Not simply in appearance, but all the way down.
Whoops, I went through that too quickly. How do I look at that? There we go.
Not simply in appearance, but all the way down the core. There was nothing beastly about her. Bestie. Her words brought him faint pain, but the beast still felt on some level that he wanted to keep her at his side, to see what would happen. His next words were in large part impulsive. I'm grateful that you cannot see. Without exception, everyone who had wandered in the mansion and lost their lives before the sun rose next morning. She was the first veterans who had not met this fate. Over time, Bestie's madness gradually subsided. He began to seem rather tame. You would hardly believe it was the same beast who had once reveled in those perverse festivities. He was, I imagine, at a loss for how to behave. I too would be flustered in the constant presence of such beauty. But it was not just her appearance. She had said she wished to live with him, a beast who had committed countless atrocities. Her pepsin, indeed. What is the matter? Do you honestly not fear me? Do I appear to be afraid of you? No, you do not. I love the birds and everything. It's so relaxing. You would.
If you could see me, you would react the same as everyone else. You would react the same. You would mock me. You would despise me. You would want to kill me. You do not know what I've done because you can't see. I enjoyed it. I basked in their terror. So why? Why do I not want you to find out? I do not want you to know how many people I've tortured, how many I've slaughtered, how much blood I've... What is that word? I've imbibed? Am I saying that right? Imbibed. Meaning. What does that mean? Formal, often humorous. Oh, okay. Now the horrible things I've done. Horrible. I'm aware that what I've done is wrong, but I've relished in it. I wanted for so long to slaughter them. I desperately decided to see blood, human blood. What is it I crave, murder or laughter? I said that I have no need for peace, yet here I am. Something the matter? No, some tea. Oh, shall I make some? Are you thirsty? No. I made some tea. It's probably cold by now. I thought you might want some. You don't. No. No, I'll take it. What are you laughing for? 'Cause I'm happy. Is it to your liking? It's bitter. Their life together began quietly, their days without event. They had no extravagant meals, there was no sauce of guests lending life to the mansion's halls, but there was no one screaming in fear for their lives. It was the peaceful life Beastie had lost. And he returned once more to that quiet realm. What's the matter? You're always so quick to notice my presence. My world is one of darkness. I have heightened sense of hearing. What is it like? How do you perceive the world? I cannot imagine living in complete darkness. Occasionally, I can see the light. Yes, not a radiant like the sun, but a soft light floating in the darkness. Like a candlelight, I suppose. That only perplexes me more. I find it difficult to understand what you are describing. That's so. It's difficult for me as well. But it's not complete darkness. I can sense your presence, for instance, and I tell you how windy it is from the way the windows vibrate. And also, I also feel so I can sense the wavering of emotions. The candlelight begins to flicker erratically, from fear, intense sorrow, or other similar emotions. My emotions. I do not know. It could be yours, and it could be mine. Mansion is a very peculiar place. The candlelight is always waving, yet seems somehow stable. Makes me feel as though this is where I belong. I don't think I understand. I'm a beast, and so I lack the intelligence. But you, I'm going to go hunting. Is there anything you would like? Whatever you would like. Alright then. If you find any fruit, that would be nice. Fruit. Does he know what fruit is? It's sour. You picked it up before it was ripe. I didn't know. Is that a bad thing? Didn't know anything. I cannot see, but fruit is still green. We're not supposed to eat it yet. Coloritis. Real blue. Shall I give you a hand preparing supper? I cannot ask for help. Someone cannot see. You'll hurt yourself. Don't worry. I can tell for the most part where things are by touch and sound. Are you worried? Worried. Thought of blood dripping through her finger. That doesn't excite me. What's going on? What on earth has happened to me? If I appear to be in any danger of harming yourself, please let me know. You have nothing to worry about.
You do not seem any more comfortable in the kitchen than me. She always cooks the... Where'd she go? Hmm? She always comes when I call. She doesn't know. Well, she kind of knows about the maid, but the maid disappeared. I had hidden myself away. But he had learned how to go about his daily life without my assistance, and the two of them had no need of others in their peaceful world. Oh my, what is the matter, master? I was not lonely at all, no. It was an absolute pleasure simply watching it. I mean that. It was not my role to be at his side, nor was I the one to be at hers. If she could make Bessie into the master of the house, then my presence was unnecessary. I appear when I'm needed, as I appear to serve the flaxen-haired family, nothing more. If they sought a servant, then I would show myself. Yes, certainly. So how long? You don't have to wonder how long the maid has been here, actually. After some time, we began to sleep in the same bed. Oh dear, no. Not for the reason you were mentioning, master. You thought no such thing. Though they slept in the same bed, they did not lay together. They did so, it seemed, because they were more comfortable in the same place. You two acted more like family than lovers. Hey, hello? Are you asleep? No, I am awake. Is that candlelight wavering? Right now, it is very calm. I see. Say, tell me about your childhood. What? Me? Won't you? My childhood? Yes. I have no such stories to tell. When I was a child, I lost everything. My mother, father, brothers, everyone. So for as long as I can remember, I did not have a father. I lived alone with my mother, but I never felt like that was a bad thing. Was she kind? Yes, very. She was a compassionate woman. But we were poor. Because I cannot see, my mother was the only one who could work. She would be away for stretches of time, supposedly because she served at a respectable house. I do not know whether or not that was true. Perhaps she was doing much more demanding work. I never asked. I believed not asking was best for her. From time to time, I received letters from her. Someone who lived nearby read them to me. The letters went something like this. Life in the mansion is difficult, but everyone treats me so well. And they say I do good work. I'll be back with some money soon, so be a good girl. Other than that, she allegedly expressed concern for my health and safety, as well as repeatedly saying how much she loved me. You have a good mother. I did. Nearly everything I remember my mother saying to me was written in her letters. So much kindness and warmth. Why do you not live with her now? How'd you end up here in the mansion? Before long, she lost her life at her place of employment, and I was sent the money she had earned. It was, I imagine, enough to survive on. When my mother was alive, she often lamented my blindness. If only I could see, she'd say, I could show you just how extraordinary this world is. So I decided I would visit a renowned physician in order to fulfill my mother's dream of a physician in this country. However, upon examining, he said he could not restore my sight. Dejected, I was on my way back home when bandits attacked. They robbed me of the money I brought to pay for my treatment. I lost everything my mother saved for me, the money she gave her life to earn for me. I failed to repay her for anything she did, which cast a dark cloud over my heart. My world had always been wrapped in darkness, but at that moment, I was in the deepest abyss. There was not even a speck of light. I was at a complete loss. With nowhere to go, I simply wandered, no destination in mind. And that was when I miraculously arrived at this mansion. So I was summoned here. You're being summoned by the mansion to fulfill my craving.
but it didn't end up that way. I wonder if the mansion is disappointed. I see.
I apologize for not having a brighter tale to tell. I imagine you were hoping to hear joyful childhood memories.
No. Did they hurt you?
Pardon.
The bandits. When they attacked, were you hurt?
You were so compassionate.
I am no such thing.
I'm not compassionate. I was perfectly fine. I took a few scratches, but nothing you need to worry about.
I see.
I believe that I am happier now. I'm happy now. I was unable to gain my sight, and I haven't the money to return home. But I believe I left in order to come here. Is your life right now happy?
I am terrified. I'm volatile. I'm growing accustomed to this woman's comfort. I'm afraid of losing her. A beast should not have these feelings. A murderous beast. Take this.
What is?
It makes a good gift, supposedly. I was planning to throw it out when I learned that, but I couldn't. I feel like I was meant to give it to someone. That could only be you.
It's a fake white rose.
A white rose accessory. You know, I remember the white-haired girl, like the maid in the previous story, like touched a rose and it became white. It's an interesting meme, and I was quite curious why that happened. I don't know. It's just kind of a round circle again. You don't want it?
No, I do. I just, for some reason, never mind.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, actually, I think, like, I'm quite enjoying this story, but, like, doing all the voice acting and such, this is definitely was, like, maybe a little bit tired, but I'm quite enjoying the story. But I think I'm gonna wrap up the stream for today. Let me see, where's my chill scene? There we go. But I'm definitely, quite enjoying this story, and I definitely want to play more of this. Alright, we'll save this. I'll make sure I don't... Alright, how do I quit this? Maybe I just have to close it. Okay. Yes, I already saved the game. Whoa, so that was a pretty intense story. Man, that took it... honestly, that took it out of me, but I was really enjoying the story. But the shock of, like, Nellie being, like, you know, freaking... well, took the white-haired girl's, like, hair. I was like, oh my goodness. That was crazy. I was just like, this girl is mental. But I was also surprised to learn that the white-haired girl is, like, his half-sister as well. My gosh. I don't know. There's just so much to, like, process there, to be honest. And then, what else is there? Oh, yeah, and then this white-haired girl's different, I think, from the previous one. It's the first episode. There's family drama. Oh, yeah? Well, hey there, Luzario. I'm just about to wrap it up here, because I was playing the house in Fata Morgana. It's quite intense, like, a game. There was, like, this girl, Nellie, and, like, who's the sister of Mel, like, was obsessed with him. It's like, you know, basically, she just wanted to, like, marry him and everything. And it's like, oh, he's my prince and everything. And I'm like, okay, like, calm down there, buddy. Like, I think you get your siblings than nothing else. Like, jeez. But, oh my god. How are you doing anyway, Luzario? Let me shout you out. Oh yeah, but now we just got to, like, the part where there's this thing called a bestia. He calls himself bestia. It's this kind of, like, shadowy figure with, like, red eyes and, like, you can see his, like, sharp teeth. I'm gonna just try Daisy. Oh yeah. Nice. Gosh, that is intense. And then the white-haired girl, too. There's a white-haired girl in this one, too. So, but she's blind. So I'm definitely thinking it's like a different time or something. Or maybe she got like reincarnated. I'm not really sure. There's a lot to learn. My brain is just like turning. I'm like trying to figure out this like mystery behind this mansion and everything. But anyway, yeah, I think I'm gonna wrap it up here. But I'm gonna send you guys. Let's see who's on right now. Oh, I'm gonna send you guys over to make Grape. Looks like he's playing some Halo, so I'm gonna send you guys off here. But anyway, so supernatural stuff, yeah, kind of. Yeah, I would say, because you see these stories in that the maid is telling you, and she calls you a master, like myself, like I'm master, but we don't really know who we are. We like lost our memories and everything, so we're kind of, I guess, recalling these memories through the story. So it's quite interesting. Yeah, definitely. There's a lot to like unwrap in this story. So like the mansion, like I guess has all these stories to the people who live there. Like, and the maid is like, I guess, what do you call it? Like not head of the household, but I guess she's like a ghost or an apparition who's like kind of like shows you through the mansion or something, because she can kind of disappear at will to like others who are in the mansion, and she's like, oh, when I'm called, basically, like, people who come in the mansion, like, they need help, like, I show up, basically. That's, there's a lot of things, like, my brain is just like, wow! It's, like, overwhelming, but I'm definitely still, like, want to read this story, but I'm gonna take it at, like, my own pace, for sure. Because that's a lot to process. I feel like it started off really, like, chill, and then just, like, went up, like hella high. Like, the meter was, like, went from 0 to 100. Like, kind of building up. Yeah, it is rather trippy. But I heard this is like, the reason I'm playing this is because I heard it's one of the best visual novels, and I love visual novels, so that's why I'm playing it. And I've seen other people play it previously, and I'm like, oh man, now I really want to play it too, because I love visual novels. So that's pretty much the premise of it, though. But on that note, I'm gonna wrap it up here and send you guys over to Mick Grape Juice, who's playing some Halo. Let's say the Master Chief Collection. But thanks so much for guys for watching come on my stream today, and I hope you have a good rest of your morning, afternoon, and evening, and I shall see you guys back, I believe, on Tuesday. Bye bye.